Hey everyone, it's Matt from Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews. We're here on Ovation of the Seas, room 12298 on the 12th deck. It's a balcony room. We're going to give you a tour overview and let you know whether we'd stay in this room again. Let's check it out. As we said, we're in 12298. If you head up this way, that'll take you up to the mid elevators. We are towards the aft. This is a bit of a walk back. As you can see on this other side here, that is the aft of the ship. The room's all the way in the rear. That's actually the new Ultimate Family Suite down at the end with the colors down there. You do share an entryway with another room. Let's head on in. As always, let's start with the entryway. First of all, your muster station is on deck 5, muster station E2, which is one of the main dining rooms. To your right, as you come in, you'll find your HVAC controls, just to show them really quickly. It's a digital one, very simple, just whatever temperature you want, up or down, and it will heat or cool as you need it. What's interesting is one press is not 1 degree, it is 0.1 of a degree. So if you want to go up a degree, you got to hit it 10 times. And then you have your main lighting control right here, a card that if it's taken out, the lights and electricity will go off, but they just leave a card in here anymore, so it just stays on. And to the other side, as you walk in, you do have a floor to ceiling mirror. And we'll start here in the bed area. Now, of course, you have your standard Royal Caribbean Royal King setup, which can be split apart into 2 twin beds if you need that. To the right of the bed, you do have one of your 2 closets. And you can see this is just a full-length closet all the way down, and we're storing our shoes there at the bottom. Good size, but no shelving, anything like that. And then here on the right side of the bed, you do have an end table here. Has 2 shelves in the bottom, and then a shelf on top. You also have a reading lamp, a room control, and then you have 1 single US outlet there. One thing to note about this setup is over on this side, it's the same setup. You have the same type of table. Now, typically the phone is up here on top for the room, but I kind of move it to the bottom to get it out of the way. Just something I like to do. You have the same type of reading lamp, but no electrical outlet. Unless you have a long cord to run from the other side under the bed, there's no way to charge anything over there. Now on this side, you do have another closet. It is configured a bit differently. One, you have 2 very large drawers underneath here. So plenty of storage in those. You have a small closet here. And on this side, you have shelving, which is very convenient to have. So 4 open shelves and your ship safe in the middle. Ship safe, standard size you'll find on most ships, not big enough for a laptop. Probably maybe a tablet, if you don't have a big case on it, would fit in there. But typical phones, wallets, passports, keys. Where I really like what they did on the Quantum class ships, which I haven't, in this similar room style and other classes of ships I have not seen, is this very convenient over the bed storage. So you've got 2 large cabinets here, deep storage, plenty of space, like 90% of my clothing fit up there. So I just get it up there, it's out of the way. By the way, your HVAC comes out above the bed. Moving over to the sofa area. This is what the sofa looks like normally. Now, we have 3 people in this room, so you'll see some bedding at the end there. Our room attendant has been coming in and setting up the bed for us at night, probably about the size of a double bed. It does, though, make this very narrow here, but we have a picture here of what it looks like. Across from the bed, you'll find the room's TV. It's either a 50 or a 55-inch TV, just standard Samsung TV. Works perfectly fine, and a small shelf here for paperwork underneath of it. Onto the vanity space, you have your mirror, the desk/vanity in itself. It's got some nice storage on top, shelving. This is where you'll find the majority of your outlets for the room, but you do have 2 US outlets. You have a USB Type A, and, let me see that closer, and a USB Type C plug in here. You have a European plug, which we have a kettle attached to. Since we're in Alaska cruise, they put kettles in the room. Then 2 lighting controls. This first one turns on the light for the mirror, and then this second one turns on the light for the balcony. Continuing on, you have your dresser here, plenty of storage for things on top, lamp here, just its own simple switch. Down underneath, you'll have a number of drawers. You've got 3 decently sized drawers here. Plenty of space in those. A thinner drawer and another thinner drawer. This is where you'll find your hair dryer. And then down underneath, this is where you'll find your ship's cooler. Standard size for most ships. Again, it's a cooler, not a refrigerator. Heading into the bathroom next, you have your light control from your bathroom right here as you head in. This is a design of bathroom that debuted on Quantum of the Seas. Ovation is very similar to Quantum. Standard ship toilet. You have a single sink here, large mirror. Hello, everybody. Nice shelf storage over here, and down underneath another shelf and your trash cans. 3 shelves on the side here, and of course I always love high storage, get that medication out of the way. But then the shower itself, it's a large acrylic stand-up shower. It's got a good size to it, shelving in the corner. You have your Salt and Breeze double duty hair and body wash. That's all that comes in most Royal Caribbean rooms unless you upgrade to a suite. And then you have your shower controls and your shower wand, different settings, slides up and down, turns left and right. Decent water pressure I've found in this shower. Definitely had worse on ships and I've had better. Water is also plenty hot. That is not a concern. Have a few hooks up there if you wanted to hang a towel, and a foot bar at the bottom. Plenty of space in here. It's been a good shower this week. Last but not least, let's check out the balcony, which is what you get this type of room for. Just to quickly show you, these are the controls for the door. Up is locked, down is unlocked. There is a child safety lock at the top if you need that. Very easy slide open. And this is the balcony in itself. So you have 2 chairs, they do recline. No ottomans. It's a little surprising. Usually they'll tuck in a little small ottoman to use under there. And a table. Overall, the balcony is in pretty good shape. You can see the floor is marred up from the chairs a little bit there. Doesn't distract from anything. And then the view out. As with most modern ships, it's a clear glass balcony with just the bar going across the top, so your view is not impeded at all. And we are here in icy Strait Point, Alaska, on a beautiful day for Alaska, as you can see. So this balcony's been put to good use. Another view. It's a good space balcony, I would say. Very happy with it. So let's go over some pros and cons of room 12298 here on Ovation of the Seas. First, the pros. Love the layout of this room. I've always liked this design since it debuted on Quantum of the Seas for the Quantum class ship. I think for a balcony room, it's excellent design, good flow, good layout. Another pro is the balcony I showed you. Really good size, excellent views, even great views from where I'm standing right here. Can look right out and see the ocean ahead of me. Couldn't ask for a better regular standard balcony. The last pro, and this is a pro for us, would be its location. It's a little far from the elevators, but for us, that's great. You don't get a lot of people going up and down the halls. There's very few people that are beyond us on this floor, so it makes it for a quiet hallway. So on the other side of that, let's go through the cons of this room. And I'll also say the location. Again, this is dependent on who you are. If you have mobility issues or anything that would keep you from wanting to do a longer walk to your room, this probably wouldn't be the room for you. It is a bit of a walk from the elevators, and you would probably want to locate yourself somewhere closer to the mid or forward elevators if that's a concern. The other con of this room, and it's gonna be any room of this type, is if you have more than 2 people in the room and your sofa's out, it can get a little cramped in here, but honestly, that's every balcony room where you have 3 or 4 people in it. So let's answer the question, would we stay in room 12298 again? Well, you can kind of see, we didn't call out many cons for this room. We've really enjoyed this room. It's worked well for us. So I'm gonna say yes, we would absolutely stay in room 12298 again, and I do recommend it. If this tour and overview of room 12298 here on Ovation of the Seas helped you out or you enjoyed it, go ahead and give us a thumbs up on this video. Also, check out the Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future cruising content. This is Matt with Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews. Happy cruising, everyone.